Officials in Ukraine say a 6-year-old girl was among 7 people killed in a Russian missile strike on the city of Chernihiv in the north of the country.
The US, Japan and South Korea have formed a security pact aimed at ensuring peace and stability in the Pacific.
Thousands of patients but no doctors. That's the situation a medical center in France has found itself in after its last 3 GPs retired.
A stunning goal from Sweden's Kosovari Asllani ensured the country's third-place honours in the Women's World Cup. Officials in Ukraine say a Russian missile strike killed 7 people and wounded 117 others in the centre of Chernihiv in the north of the country. Acting Mayor Alexander Lomako said a 6-year-old girl was among the dead, while the wounded included 12 other children. Volodymyr Zelensky condemned the attack, which he said hit buildings including a theatre and a university. The Ukrainian president is visiting NATO candidate Sweden for the first time since Russia's illegal invasion. He held talks with Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson to discuss military aid and defence issues. President Vladimir Putin visited top military officials overseeing the Ukraine offensive in the southern city of Rostov-on-Don. The Russian armed forces said on Saturday that they foiled a Ukrainian drone attack targeting Moscow and the wider region. The Russian army also claimed to have eliminated 150 Ukrainian soldiers who were trying to cross the Dnieper River, a front line in southern Ukraine.
Ukraine and its neighbor Romania have agreed to work together to boost Kyiv's grain exports, a move that comes after weeks of Russian strikes on Ukrainian grain storage and port facilities. With the deal, Kyiv is hoping that Romania will transport more than 60% of its grain exports through the Danube River and road and rail links into Europe. Large parts of the global south rely on Ukraine's wheat, barley and sunflower oil. Since Russia pulled out of a wartime agreement that allowed Kyiv to export foodstuffs to the rest of the world, global food prices have increased by 1.3%.
The leaders of the US, Japan and South Korea have agreed to expand security and economic ties at a historic summit. The deal is aimed at ensuring stability in the Pacific and isn't, President Biden insisted, a pact against Beijing.
I'll just say this summit was not about China. That was not the purpose of the meeting, but it did come. China obviously came up. Not to say we don't share concerns about the economic coercion or heightened tensions caused by China, but this summit was really about our relationship with each other and deepening cooperation across an entire range of issues that went well beyond just the immediate issues we raised.
But Beijing condemned the meeting even before it began, seeing it as the first steps of a Pacific version of NATO being set up to counter its influence in the region. Hours after the summit ended, China launched military drills around Taiwan.
A medical center in eastern France is trying to navigate a precarious situation. 5,000 patients, but no doctors. Before July 1st, the center was staffed by 3 general practitioners, but they have all since retired and haven't been replaced.
On essaye de mettre en place, si possible dès novembre et sinon ce sera début mai, un nouveau centre de consultation permettant, avec l'appui de médecins retraités, des étudiants en santé également et des assistants médicaux, de prendre en charge à minima les patients les plus lourds, les plus chroniques.
Je vais vous la montrer.
Before leaving, the doctors wrote 12-month prescriptions for their patients, and the thousands left behind have turned to emergency services or unscheduled care centers to fill in the gaps in their health care.
Ça fait peur quand même, parce qu'on se dit, qu'est-ce qu'on va devenir s'il n'y a pas de médecin?
A fantastic second-half goal by Sweden's Kosovari Asllani resulted in a 2-0 victory over co-hosts Australia to finish third at the Women's World Cup. They were already leading after a first-half penalty from Fridolina Rolfo put the Scandinavian side ahead and paved the way for their second World Cup bronze medal in succession. Although Australia lost, it was the Matildas' best ever finish in the tournament, all the more remarkable since football is not the top sport in the country. England play Spain in the final on Sunday.